Hey guys. All right, so we're jumping back in, and we are going to do a RYOS start. And the idea is we're going to do something kind of, we're going to see what this how this compares to the last two mods that we just did, and specifically the very last one we just did with random access memories. Random access memories, right? That's the one that started us, and basically put us out and put us behind the eight ball very early and very quickly, not quickly, but put us behind the eight ball. I actually am kind of stoked to see if I can dig our way out of it, but I really don't think it's going to be a possibility. It's going to be I think it's going to be it could possibly end up being 8 to 10 hours of just trying to figure out and, exhausting all kinds of things that, trying to do this, trying to do that. And it's like there's things missing that keep us from being able, and then once again reiterating the whole, we're so far out that we can't get back, and we're not given the correct tools to get there. So it's going to be interesting. All right, so what we're going to do, and then I'm going to go through this one just a little bit so everybody gets to see. So there are mod options. All right, there's the compatibility. We do not have Watchtower loaded on Xbox here, right? So that is something we don't need to worry about. Okay. Main quest startup custom. Do we want to skip the Victor mine? Do we want to do the Victor mine? Actually, when you look at it, it says the default is skip the Vectera mine. So skip Vectera mine. Starts post mine with you and Vasco tasked to deliver the artifact to Constellation. Skip main quest is the same as do Vectera mine, but you will not get a quest to go to the mine. You must choose to go there without any prompting if you want to do the main quest, right? And then the other one, do Vectera mine, the main quest, one small step, starts only when you enter Vectera mine. A newsreader, that's the main thing that has endeared me to this mod here, right? Because I don't mind doing the Vectera and the Crete stuff, right? It's just that at some point you get tired of being forced to do it to start the game, right? And you can't do anything else. But the idea of coming back to it later, and trying to, like I said, it's about the role play aspect of it. Now, initial starting credits. You can see it says you can have up to 640,000 starting credits, right? The default is 20. I'm going to select the smallest amount, right? And then crew member, right? Custom, new game plus. We're not going to have any crew members, okay? So you can see I can get Jessamine if I want. I can get Marika, right? Sophia Grace. These are all crew members that we've had before. And I could start with Jessamine as part of my crew, just like that. But we're not going to. Because I have a mod that makes Jessamine available over in Gagarin. So all I gotta do is just head on over to Gagarin and get her. Marika is available in New Atlantis, and Sophia Grace is down in Neon. So, I know where to go get them. So I don't need to have them sitting here with me. Initial destination. That is the $1 million the question, right? Now, let's look at this, and we've done this before, but let's look at it again because I've had questions. Choose a starting destination for when you leave Montera Luna after a custom start. Your autopilot will take you there automatically when you enter your ship. Now, the key here is, you see right there where it says Aquila 1. That's the system level that you're going to start in, okay? So it's telling you already, Sidonia is level 1, Aquila is level 1, Neon is 5. Crucible is a settlement. Now the Crucible, I'm trying to tell you this without spoilers. Sometimes the guards, talk to you and they give you quests. When they talk about the Charybdis system and that there's an SOS call from the Charybdis system, this is what they're talking about. So it takes you out there. There are clones out there, clones of American figures from history, and the system or their systems are shutting down. Not the people, but the thing that's running the whole project is shutting down and is failing. And so you're getting the SOS. So you can start right there. You can start out there at Crucible, but that's level 65. Gargarin, right? We can pick up Jessamine right there if we want to start right there. Hopetown, level 5. And then you can see, all right, so now we can pick some other ones, right? The Red Mile, Aaron's Cap. I've not been to Aaron's Camp that I can recall. But you can see that's level 40, I'm sorry. And then Elios Retreat, right? The guards tell you about this, convicts starting a retreat, and then you can go out there. Vlad's Villa is surprising to me that it's level 55. We have done this one, the Deserted Trade Authority, starting there. That one is pretty cool. And then you can see you got Eklund site CL25. That I don't agree with it being there. And simply because that is where you get sent during the region quest line. So I don't know if it's already set up, but I don't know that if you're actually going to ruin anything by doing that. Now, the Alchemist, that's that casino that has no gravity and you can go in there. So the Alamagest. So then, Ethereal Ruins, that's over there by by the Den. So you got the Den here, the clinic. These two, I'm not sure. And then I think this is probably telling us that it is system level 1. This one doesn't have a level, so maybe it doesn't know either. And then final page, right? The key. So for those of you who want to just, hey, let's start right at the key. I don't know if you get shot right off the bat, but that is a possibility. Star Yard, autonomous Star Yard. I've been there, and it, level 5, I guess. Okay. You can, and then these are the different Star Yards you can start. You can start at Nova Galactic. That's an interesting one, but that's also one that you get sent to during the old neighborhood quest line. So why go there? Deimos, Stroud Eklund, and then Trident Luxury. So some of these places, I don't know that you necessarily need to go, right? Or need to be on here because, like I said, you have to choose and choose wisely, because you don't want to go to a place that isn't ready for you and then possibly break something or ruin the immersion or whatever. And like I said, if it's not set up and ready for you, maybe you'll go to some place and it's just a dud. And you're like, well, man, why did I go here? So for me, um, if I unless I was going to do like say a pedestrian start again, and that is always a possibility as well. But if we were trying to do a custom start, right? Very similar to what you would do with LSD and LSD's new game customizer, right? So if I was doing that, since I've never been here, I'm going to choose that one. I mean, I've not been there. I don't recall. And, ship access costs, right? So this one is if we were doing, so right now we're setting all the things. So depending on what we decide to do. So pedestrian start, what is the cost, right, to access your ship? And these are the multipliers. So depending on what you do, right, you can make it easy to access your ship or you can make it extremely difficult. I would want to make it harder, as hard as possible, right? And then here's a thing that someone asked me about, and the highest level you can start, right, is 60. Me personally, I don't see the fun in that, right? Yeah, I know. In this game, you can go up to level 200, 300, or whatever. I want to get there, you know? So the maximum level that I'd probably say, I don't mind starting above level one. Level one is kind of, but now don't get me wrong, because, and then we'll go back here again. I think 15 is the highest level start that I would ever go. And then listen to this, all right? Because in Fallout, you have this thing called the Sole Survivor Military Service Record, right? And it's one of my favorite Fallout mods because what it'll do is it'll ask you certain things. And it's very much like this one. And it'll ask you about your background. It'll ask you about like how many did you go on a light number of deployments, medium number, a heavy number of deployments, you know what I mean? Where you like, awarded, I'm not going to say it doesn't ask you this, but awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor or whatever, Silver Star or whatever. Things like that to determine what's your starting level. And then, with each one, it's a higher level. And then it'll ask you like, were you part of the Rangers, or you decide you were the Army? Were you part of the Rangers? Were you, a expert marksman? Things like that. And then it'll ask you a few other questions, and then that determines which skills and perks you got when you start. And then so like medium deployments is as high as I was willing to go, and that starts you out at level 15. That was, that didn't seem too cheaty or and too significant of a boost to start the game, right? But it feeds that one thing, right? My thing is this, right? All these games claim you have experience and you have a background. You're not some noob that just graduated out of school and now you're trying to figure out what you're doing with your life. Every single the premise here is that you've done stuff and then now you're moving into a different area or a different phase of your life. And so in doing so, starting out at level 1 just never makes sense. Right? But I don't need to start out because I have the XP slider, because I have all these boosts. I'm going to level up pretty quickly. So I don't need to be extremely high level. And again, it's more of a feel based thing. As I'm leveling, I'm picking things and doing things based on my feel and what I'm trying to get done in the game, right? And in starting out at level 60 is just that's just too high. So we're going to say level 5. Okay. And then we're not going to do New Game Plus, right? But there are New Game Plus options, set times Unity entered. So right there, you can say how many times you want, select the universe variant, right? Select variant chance, and then select your Starborn power. So those are things you can do. And then there's miscellaneous options, right? Play landing animations on purchase, right? That's default. Skip the landing. So basically, when your ship comes, it'll come and land, and you'll sit there and you can watch that. So that's so now that you've done all this, now, right? And then I think at this point the configuration options are done, and then now you can do your character creation. And then you pick which way you want to start. Ship owner, pedestrian, or custom game. And the funny thing is, the pedestrian start always just speaks to me every single time. But let's do character creation. All right. Now, I'm going to pick this character because I like what we did with her the last time. And so she was kind of growing on me. And there, and then the face. We didn't really have to do. It was surprising how little we really needed to do with her. And then I went with this hair, to tell you the truth. But I'm gonna do a little differently. I'm gonna we're gonna see what we like. Yeah, I'm gonna, and I think I'm gonna keep the color. All right. I like the eyes. The eye color is good. Okay, wait. Eyebrows. I think the forehead's good. I'm not gonna mess with a lot of stuff here. Ears. I would just. I think yeah. Just a little higher on the head. Cheeks. Mouth. God, I totally screwed things up, didn't I? All right. Well, actually, on a scale just a little bit. Okay. All right. And then I like that jaw just a little bit better. The chin is already up as much as it possibly can. We're just gonna put that there. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with. She's almost perfect, so we're not gonna mess with much. All right. If anything, we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna get here, and then yeah, that's perfect. All right. And then eyeliner. Oh wait. Okay. And then boom. Yep. Wait, intensity just a little bit down. Okay. And then, all right. Now, here, and this is the beauty of it, the time we're starting, we don't have any. When we were trying to do with random access memory, we had already leveled up to a certain point before this ever came up. And then so we were at like level 15 or 16 by the time we even got to this point. And we couldn't pick. Well, we limited what we picked to something that, so every single one of these, we had at least one skill already. So I limited what I was going to choose to any skill that we still didn't have two of the options there, or any background that we didn't have two of the starting skills. And we only had a choice between Deimos Graduate and Aegis Field Agent. And I think the other one would have been like a chef and or possibly the list settler, probably. Yeah, list settler. So those were the that was our thing. So now everything's open for us, right? We could decide what we want to do. Do we want to be a privateer? Right? Yes, we do. All right. So now we're going to go corpo. We did that before. I'm also going to, I want something that actually is going to hurt a little bit too. This doesn't hurt. That and that. Or do we want synthetic heart? Nope. We're gonna stick with that. Why do I always select strong back, Which in truth doesn't mean I should. All right. So now, we need to name her. And I always suck at naming. I do. I just do. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. All right, so we created a character. What are we going to do? Are we going to do the pedestrian or are we going to do the custom? I don't know that I want to start a custom game. Okay, because we did LSD and then we just did random access memory. Custom game should take care of everything. Okay. All right. Destination Aaron's Camp. You've been kicking around the settled systems for a while now and have managed to accumulate a few extra credits. You're headed to Aaron's Camp, but you wanted to make a few purchases before setting out. That's why you're here at the Freestar Militia's impound facility on Montera Luna. The militia base has a sizable inventory of confiscated goods, all available for purchase if you got the credits. As long as you're not put off by the fact that the merchandise's previous owners are in prison or the ground. There are bargains to be had. Being neither squeamish nor superstitious, you intend to spend some money. To refill your pockets, you might want to pick up a few jobs. There's a mission board by the entry to the day room. If that doesn't pique your interest, there are always opportunities out there in the Starfield. A man with a ship and a gun and the willingness to use them can always find work. So the coordinates are already loaded. So as soon as and then look at that. Level 5. There's our girl. All right, so we have 8 skill points. Hold on a sec. We are going to do something here real quick. Gameplay options, you gotta kick those off. We're gonna do easy, and anywhere increased. All right, let's see, and then boom, boom, boom. Actually, I think that's supposed to be there, and then that. Yep, there we go. Let's see. See, so for me, if you got the XP slider here and you got this, I don't see any reason to need to start out at some incredibly high level when you're going to be there relatively soon. You just got to work for it. All right, so in this game, we got to do this. And I haven't figured out exactly what it is that's causing us the issues that we're seeing, but, there's no sweat off my back. So we're just going to do it. All right. And then, oops. There we go. And then I always boost this, but not this one, but this one. And then I boost that. And then it should cost money to travel on the shuttle system, take a shuttle somewhere. Real fuel, boom. Reasons to explore, uncommon, as explore space. Now, we do have, so it's kind of interesting here. Actually, there we go. And boom, yep, boom, and then boom. All right. So you can see we're gonna have to figure that one out. So punish me, yep. And I think that is everything. So at some point, real quick here, all right, it will kick in. It hasn't kicked in yet. I boost the speed because I gotta be honest with you. Right now, I don't know what's going on in the game. I think we have a mod that makes the player walk as slow as the NPCs. And in doing so, I think it slowed down all player movement. So I got to manually speed it up. You can see we don't own a single thing. We have the miner. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Yeah, we don't. Seriously? That's all we got? I have a ship, right? What's my ship? Oh, shoot. I didn't choose my ship. So this is just a random ship it gave me. Okay. Fuel's good. cargo is acceptable. Shields are acceptable. Reactor, it's all better than what the Frontier would have been. So I won't feel bad um, getting rid of it, but or modding it or trying to improve it. All right, pistol certification. We're gonna do medicine. All right, and then we're gonna do piloting for sure, security for sure. Okay, and then payloads for sure. And then the only other thing we can do one of two things. That shows you my priorities, right? So of the three choices there, we had to pick weightlifting first. Okay, so obviously, and then our carry weight probably will go up here in a second as soon as we get a chance. All right. Yeah, she's moving around fast enough. All right, so there is a mission board around here. I think they said in the day room, so we'll see. I didn't look to see how much money I got. Hey.
Take a look. I'm sure I have something you'll need.
All right, so you can see we can't afford anything you got, but we see that you have a ton of stuff. That is weird that it does that. But, oops, okay. I didn't want to do that. I wanted, oh my God, okay. Not much we can afford. Okay. How much? Oh, we got 5,000 credits. Okay. Thanks. I think.
We sell everything we don't eat or breathe.
Gotcha. Do you have a Kodama? How much is that? They actually are my favorite gun in the game. Long distance relationship, really? Did you see the price? 155K. Avatar. That's the mod. That is a mod that is doing that. All right. Peace out, man. Okay. Nothing we can do here. Nothing to see here, folks. Is that a door? We can't. No, okay. Requires key. All right, so in truth, there's probably not a lot we can do here. Hey, how you doing? So what we're looking for is this the day room? Oh, there it is. Mission board. All right. And look at that. Dark site. Dark site. Infiltration. Am I ready to kill some? Ooh, destroy it. Yes. Boom. All right. Dismantle. Hijack. Ooh, I like that. We'll take that. Chunks delivery on Tau City. Since I don't know claims assessment, we'll do that one. Recovery. Yep, we'll do that one. Oh yeah, we'll try that one. I don't like heat leeches, so I don't readily volunteer. Now Predator, I don't know what it is, but so we're just taking our chances. We can repair. And then, yep, that's it. So now we got a whole bunch of choices. So if we needed stuff to do, we could do. Hey. Oh, okay. What else? What else? Nope. Okay. Ah, look at that. Too bad we don't have anything to do anything with. All right. Okay. Broham, you got anything? Um, okay. That's the bathroom.
Hey.
Hey.
Howdy.
Hey.
Okay. Hello.
All right. Yo, I'm not doing anything, man. All right, so maintenance. All right, we got the mission board. I don't know how much stuff there is around here. It would be nice for some sort of infirmary. There we go. We can't buy anything here, just so you know. Is that a doc? Are you Doc? What's your name? You got anything for sale?
Let me know if we have something you'd like.
Let me know if you have something cheap. Because if you had, okay, wait. I actually can afford those. And God dang it, that's expensive. Man, you're taking all my money, man. Problem is, yes, we will need this stuff at some point. Yeah, I can't. All right, what do you got? Miscellaneous kidney. Really? Okay, thanks, man. Okay. I mean, I could take the notepad, try to sell it to him. Ooh. Come on now. Right now, if it's free, then what I think is funny is these. So if you activate, do cosmetic surgery, restore your health. Oh, they charge you here. You find one of these on one of the planets, it'll heal you. All right. We'll just look at a couple more places. There's the base headquarters. That is not active. Okay. And then what's this up here? Hey, the mess hall. I don't know what exactly we're expected to do up here. Let's just see. Hey, you know what? You know what? You don't have to tell me twice. What I'm saying is this, okay? If you're leaving food just sitting out and there's no tag on it that's going to say that I'm stealing it, guess what? I have mouths to feed. I have crew to feed. You know? Obviously, what you've done is you've put this out here for me to gather, knowing that, you know, some of us are kind of hard up. Oh, man. I don't want to fight with that. What's the point of having a fridge if it's empty? Empty. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, it had to end sometime. Really? I was kind of expecting that to be the bathroom. Okay.
Pardon.
Mm-hmm. In truth, I think we've hit every place here that we can get into. Now, if we had more money, it is maybe I could have possibly had some maintenance done on my ship, modified my ship a little bit. All right. All right. Well, let's find out what Aaron's camp is for one. And two, let's get it started.
Welcome to Free Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for
I think the Freestar Space was right at Montera Luna. So, all right. Let's see where we are. We're on Hyla. Oh my gosh. Do I have a weapon? Do I even have a weapon? I have I have no weapons. I don't have a suit. How do you start a brother out with nothing? Like, you could have given me, like, it's a good thing we didn't pick a planet with nothing on it. Oh my goodness. We're gonna die. Why do you think I know where Aaron's camp is now. I know what this is. Why do I think we're gonna die? Because we are. We have no weapons. That's our weapon. All right, we're gonna scout around a little bit. We're actually coming here way too early. Well, we might as well scan while we're here. So there is Aaron's house. Maybe he'll be so kind as to let us have something. And not just a couple of bullets that he manually inserts himself. You know what I'm saying? Get that out of the one way. All right. There's a rune zealot here already. We don't belong here. All right, here. Save. And then we're going to die. But that's okay, because that will tell us that we need to run and fly to a friendlier planet and then try to make some money so we can afford weapons. So right there is the Varun ship. There's no way around this. There's no way. If we get caught, we are dead. This would be great.
You thought you could hide?
If we beat him to death and he's got a suit, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're bleeding, but hey, that is absolutely impossible. We now have what kind of pack is that? Basic, okay. All right, well, we have a choice now. Ooh. I don't know why it's doing that. I might have to take that one thing off and just go with, actually, we may stick with this, but this one is actually better. We don't need a persuasion chance. We just want more armor. All right. God dang it. All right. I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, we'll worry about persuasion here in a minute. All right, get over here. Melee weapons. All right. All right. Well, we should fit in better. But as long as we don't have to take on multiple of them. Oh, by the way, let's get down here. And this needs to go here. This one med pack. We got one med pack. Whose brilliant idea was it to come here? Who was the idiot that decided to come to this planet? Well, I didn't remember. It didn't. All right. So the question is, do I try to steal their ship? Okay. I think we will go until it's a bad idea to keep going. Where's the camp? I thought we were right there. I thought we were just below it, right? Oh, there it is. All right. I can afford to stop the bleeding. All right, here we go. Question is there anybody dumb enough to follow me up here?
Fine. Run away. The Great Serpent will find you eventually.
Wouldn't it be great to be able to do a stealth kill right now?
The Great...
Was
The shrouding is inescapable.
Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. While we wait for them to sort things out. All right, and then get that sorted. Okay. And then let's come on over here. We got two. Hold on. Okay. Definitely boost that. Not there yet. Not there yet. Okay. Oh, isolation. Oh, shoot. Real quick here. All right. So, of course, we're using that instead. And then we will put that there. And this will now be that. Holy cow. Oh, I haven't picked anything else up yet. Oh, we can use some Vroom headphones if we want. No, thank you. All right. Oh, real quick here. We'll do this and then do this. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, right there. Boom. Okay. Oh. Oh, really? Really? I lost him. Where'd he go? Will you stay still? Okay, wait. Wait, wait, wait. I may need to go to first person. No med packs. All right. Any trauma packs? Did we pick up anything off of these folks? Nothing. Nothing. All right. 4 health. Okay. 10 health. Ooh, sweet rolls. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're not going to turn down some sweet rolls. Are we? What else do we have? Ooh. All right. So, we're going to put that up there. Man. How many, wait a minute, how many rounds did it say we had? Because it does us no good if there's no 0 rounds. 104. All right. It's a heat leech.
Gone for now.
Let's see if we can. We probably should have left the island by now instead of pushing our luck. But if we can get them all, he doesn't have anything. I don't remember looting that one. There's several of these folks around here. I just need to get them before they get me.
Come back. Great surface for thee. Cannot elude the shrouding.
Did he say I'm trying to elude the shrouding?
They're gone. But they will suffer greatly in time.
Heretic! Die!
Oh shoot. I'm trying to loot at the same time. Look at that hidden treasure. Hidden treasure. Hey, you're coming in handy. Yeah, the great serpent. You're gonna have to wait a minute till I'm done looting. Are you serious? Really? Another? Why? Isn't there one of you just enough? Okay. Okay. That was unexpected. To survive that. Now, in all honesty, no digipicks, really? No digipicks. No, case in point. You have to be careful of where you decide to go. I, on the other hand, in my defense, I will say I did not know that this is where Aaron's camp was, or this is what Aaron's camp was. Once I got here, in all honesty, it's okay to loot some things, right? I should have made it a point, though, to not touch a single slate. You know what I mean? Because coming here is not important. You know, the loot here or the things you can get here are not important. There it is. Um, but the slate is. And the fact that I accidentally clicked on that and took it could have serious repercussions later in the game. if, like I said, if I was going to continue on with this character, 2,400 credits for that. So oh, I thought it was another book for a minute. So grabbing that could potentially mess things up later. Because when we come here with Andrasia, because this camp is actually part of Andrasia's that quest. So coming here and grabbing that slate, like I said, looting everything else, it's not even important. Not even a big deal. Right? Because here, when we come back, they'll probably respawn more Varunin. But I doubt that they'll replace that tape again, right? And put it, that slate, and put the slate back there and say, okay, yeah, you took it once, but it's got to be here because it's what we need to discover to push along that quest line. So did we actually ruin that quest line? I don't know. I thought there was another one. There it is. Okay, that's not where I want to go. There it is. So the key is don't touch any slates. Again, looting certain things is fine because it doesn't matter if it's there or not. You know what I mean? But those slates need to be there ready to go when we get here. It'd be nice if we could find 5 reactive gauges. What's that? Right now, I don't trust the damage that we're seeing right now, because we were seeing the same thing in the other game, my other start, and basically it turned out everything was 5 times higher than what it was supposed to. So I don't know if that's just because it's the beginning of the game, but okay. All right. Oh shoot. Okay. So you can see right now it's saying that this one is 3. More than likely this is only going to be like what? 37, 38, 67, 68. This one's going to be 1/5. This is only going to be 20 what, 22. So this is end up going to be 40. So I expect all these numbers to go down. Once I don't really know. So we got 10 of these right now. We got 4 different types here, and this is the one that we're sporting, and they are pretty much all the same. Okay, this is a balance pack right here. So we will use the balance pack, and then, ooh, look at that. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. All right, so we'll put that on. All right, so in truth, I'm feeling this one's a little bit more. Go with the vest. And we decide to go there. We'll go there. And okay. And then that. Oh, shoot. Okay. So. Did we? Wow. That went up pretty quick. Okay. Nothing? All right. So we'll need that. That. Okay. I think we're over encumbered. What's interesting is that it hasn't asked us about our special skills. Too difficult. Okay. That still makes me very angry that I clicked on that. Now, the sad part is, I mean, we can't, but look at that. At least we can get a med pack. All right. We need to get back to our ship. What's on our ship? Oh. Okay, so Mm-hmm. A suppressed coachman. That's ridiculous. All right. We'll play along with their little tricksy game until they want to hit us with the bad news. Okay. Okay. Show and map. How far away is that? All right, so we got to see, where are we? Oh, we are. Oh my goodness, we're way out there. What's around us? Okay. Mm-hmm. What system is that? Okay. What system are you in? I honestly don't want to go after this one. Where's Kamazi? Where are you? Gosh, still a ways away. All right. Recovery. Mm-hmm. I don't know where Aurea is. Destroy nest. All right. Okay. Arcturus. How far is that? Oh, that's only 2 jumps, but Shoza is out of range too. What's the jump range? Distance 33 light years. Where can we jump to? Are you telling me we can't jump anywhere? What the frick is going on here? 24. 14. We have 18 light year range, but you're telling us we can't go there. All right. Out of fuel range. Oh, no, I don't see. Oh, we have no fuel. Why do we not have any fuel? Did you use up all our fuel just to get here? How much money we got? How much money we got? And be honest with you, I don't think we even have the ability. We have 12,000 credits. All right, we need to get on our ship. Okay, so this one is a bit different, but it still feels like the other. It still feels like the other game. Right, our other start. We're not ready for that, for sure. Okay. That's not what I wanted. All right, hold on. Close scanner. All right. What's this? It's just a ship. Hyla, let's travel. Let's hope we don't run into... I should have saved. Oh, nice. All right, what ship is that? Okay. It's always... No. Okay. Spacer. All right. First of all, before we're noticed, you want to get out of there. Basically, what? Okay, helium. God dang it, that's our planet. What's over here? Trade vessel Mayday signal. God, I can't ignore that. Cannot do that. This is what it should have said over here. You see that? Spacer, scavenger, Blatodia. Right? That is exactly, basically, what we got there. All right. Okay, and then not even just that. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go here. We're not gonna grab jump. We're gonna go over here. Now, we don't have it on the Xbox, but if we had out, oh shoot. Did you? Well, that was all right. All right. See if we can hang in there. All right. Is it 1-on-1? Is it 1-on-1? I don't like our chances, but is it 1-on-1? It could be. Let's get the shields back up, please. God dang it. That's not what I was trying to do. Get over there. We're never going to be able to board them. But I wasn't going to screw around and take the chance. We got ship fuel. All right. Now, let's go and see what's out there. Oop, oop. Let's not run into stuff. Our cargo hold is... No! That's not good. Okay. We got to fix that. Wait, where are you? All right. So. All right. All right. You see, we're going to take this. That's awesome. What's the weight on these things? All right. And then we're going to come back here. And then back here. And then we're just going to right there in our inventory. Drop. Drop. Boom. Okay. Yep. Okay. What's this? Okay. Nice. All right. Let's go. What was in here? All right. We can use that. Anything good? Okay. All right. Can we get in the seat, please? Yes, thank you. Okay. Okay. No, stop. What the frick, man? All right, drug shipment. Okay. Hold on. What's this? What's up here? Get off of there. All right. All right. We don't want that one. Boom. Nice. What's down here? Food shipment. We don't want the food shipment. We do want the drugs. Really? A med pack and a battle stem. All right, who are you? I think we already saw what you have. Let's go over here. Scan. Okay. What's over here? Definitely don't want to mess with them. Don't want to mess with them. Hilo 1. I'm trying to think if we've already been there. It's temperate, so we could land there. But doesn't have what we need. But Hilo 1A. Oh, this has got Lopez's farm. We do not want to do that. But there's a ton of helium right here. All right, let's pick right there. All right, we just want to find a couple of helium spigots. That's all. A couple of helium spouts, and then we'll leave. Keep an eye on your chronomart, okay? So right off the bat, we know God dang it. Okay. All right. Are you kidding me? Run! If you wonder what I'm doing, there's another one. See? And I missed my lamp. I missed my ramp. Get on the ship. We are not hanging around. Normally I'd blast them from orbit, but we don't have that capability. Are you freaking kidding me? 2 terramorphs. Why? Why? What did I do to you? You know what we're going to do, right? I'm going to land again. We still haven't got any helium. I know we picked up a ton of ship fuel. We picked up a ton of helium. I know. Right? But if first you don't succeed, try, and try again. This planet isn't just covered in terramorphs, is it? Quick save. All right. Hold on. So we picked up, and then these things are still doing the same damage. So I'm not mad at it yet. Okay, so you want to still do the same damage? We're good. Something's going on. Something is all jacked up. You see that right there? That's not right. I think what's happening is one thing is conflicting with another, and it is very possible also that that we have, and then and you have to forgive me, I'm just going through and seeing yeah. So we're having a conflict. And then the other thing too is, and again, I think it's how I opened up everything and was talking about how it is possible that your mods are too big. They have too much in them. And I think in this case, they finally was able, since that last update, and then now you can have mods up to 2 gigabytes. KZ aggregation of scraps is now available, and that one is 1.8 gigs. So it is absolutely huge. And then there's KZ TAC is something I can't think of what it's everything, but it's also became available. That one's 600. So again, when I look at all the things that I have loaded, and it tells me out of the 100, it allows you to 100 gigabytes, right? That's what it says it allows. But it tells me I'm at 9.7 gigs of total loaded stuff. That's another reason why I don't have Watchtower on here, because at that high of a count, there's no way I'm going to put Watchtower on there, which is 2 gigs. And previously, I always found that on the Xbox, if you stay under 6 gigs, you're fine. You don't run into a lot of problems. As soon as you go over that amount, I think you start experiencing some issues. And so if you click here, see, thank you for choosing Reliant Medical. So right there, it will, but here's the cool part. So I can buy medicine. So I can buy a couple of bandages. I could buy some heal paste, and you're like, well, why would you spend that much money though on them? And it's like, well, yeah, you're right. Why would I? Are there any med packs? Look at how much the med packs are. But if I come over here and look at this, 6K for that. The Pirates Survival is 2K. We can get 1.6K for that. I got miscellaneous items. I have a shipment of plums and a teapot. Now all of a sudden, and then if I come here, and I can't sell all of them, but I can sell one of them and get 11K. But here's the cool part. I can come over here and I can say, all right, Give me all your med packs. Give me that. And let's see. No, we're good. Yeah. And I'm extremely happy about that, right? And then I can come right back over here and I can say, you know what? Here, I can give you 2 of those. I got some med packs. Not some med packs, but you can, what? 2 of those, right? And then, how about helmets? Nope, you can't buy any of those. But look at this. Oh my goodness, look at that. I can sell you these 2. The frame, the foam cup. Can't even sell you that, right? All right, so some of these I need to hold on to. Okay. Consumables. No. Um. Oh, I'm not selling you a med pack. Weapons. Anything. Oh, right here, Coachman. Or not. But I can say that. And then a combat knife. Yes. Yes, thank you. And that's the beauty right there. Okay. So, and look at that. Boom, boom. Just a little something, something. And then let's go see what's over here. We don't want to get too far away, though. One, because if we get trapped out here, we could be in very serious trouble. 2, it's another med bay. But what we want to look for is this. All right. Ooh, Hippolata. We don't want to stay out much longer. All right. Anything? Ooh, right there. All right, come on. Right over here. Oh, yeah. All right, where's our ship? Oh, it's right there. We didn't even gone that far yet. Okay. We'll try to like loop around checking these 2 out. Whoops. Okay, if we wanted some Terra Brew. But hey, we'll take the alien pie. All right. This is on the way back to our ship. We haven't even looked for any helium while we were here, right? There's beryllium right there. God dang it. Oh, what's this over there? A processing plant. What are the chances? Helium! What are the chances? Just like that. Boom. Run right over here and boom. There's helium right there. And we didn't even have to pull it up out of the ground. I think is that a helium? Can we get close enough? Boom. We got 2 out of there. If we wanted to. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There. Can we put an outpost right here? this way. And as you can see up here in the right hand corner, we're looking to see what is telling us would be the resources we could gather. The whole point of putting one here would be for the helium, but you can see, unfortunately, it's not going to let us. Is this helium right here? That is not helium. Okay. And we ended up running. Okay, this is somebody's home. Last time we went into somebody's home, they got very annoyed with us and wanted to shoot us. So we don't want to go through that again. I do not have a cutter, so can't do any mining on the way back to the ship. In truth, we got very lucky. All right, so we're gonna board, get it sorted, and then what I'm gonna do, I want to see what we can build on our ship. Nothing of worth. Okay. At least you have a research station on the frontier. You don't have anything like that here. So we're not researching anything. And the unfortunate part is we're not going to be able to. Okay, we'll better. We're not going to be able to. All right, we're going to put that away. I want to put this one away too. And then we only got the one spacesuit, the one pack, and then we are carrying all those. But oh, we got contraband. That is very important to keep track of. Put that away. Better. Okay. All right, so we're going to jump off one more time. When we get back, we're going to refuel. How far is that? That is a long way to go. What is that, by the way? Processing plant. What is over here? That's even longer. We're not going to be able to make it there. Nope. Not something we're going to even be able to mess with. What's over there? Forgotten mech graveyard. That's a ship landing site. Crash ship over there. The crazy part is What if we ran over to a certain... What is this place? Reliant Medical. Well, set up a little differently than what the other ones were. All right. I think we've investigated everything that was close enough to investigate. Something up over there. It might just be minerals, but yeah, it looked like a structure. Looks kind of advanced, actually, for... Oh, it's a vehicle. Oh, shoot. What are those? Spacers. God dang it. Do you think we can take them all out? There's a lot. Okay, this gun right now is extremely OP. It's just taking them out like left and right. Boom, 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 boom. Can you reload, please? All it has to do is hit them, but why am I on fire? All right, please. I didn't think there was this many. Please reload. It's so sad because I can't see, it's not making any noise. So it's like, I don't know if it's shooting. You know, the counter's moving. Oh, shoot. All right. You see this black right here? I don't know what that is not the way it's supposed to look. So what that is leading me to believe is something's conflicting. You're the one that's ducking behind, talking, smacking, and ducking. So, my belief is that we've reached that point, like that I was just talking about, where we got too much loaded. And in truth, I might actually just go ahead and take the KZ aggregation of scraps back off, just because we're not actually using anything from it right now. We're not using anything. I'm not wearing anything from it. And all the other things, we got the Rune on there, we got the Crimson on there, you know, we got the other things. So it's like we didn't have it before, so maybe there's no need for it now. And then that's also going to be a way for us to check to see if that's not what's causing our issues with the bodies, the female bodies. If you look at them, when you come over here, you see this here, and you see that. So something is not right. Something isn't working there either. And that is okay. So the brown is the not right part. That is just paint on their face as a spacer. We're over encumbered, so that isn't going to help us. So let's see. This is what we're wearing, but in truth, this is the best suit for us right now. But this one's not clipping, so we'll go ahead and throw that on there. And then I misspoke. Not clipping. It's okay. Containers at max capacity. All right. God dang it. That sucks. Well, because we are still way over encumbered. Um. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Oh wait. Okay. One more. Come on, man. All right. So finally, no on the ballistics. Great. All right, get that reloading thing done. All right, scavenging. Isolation for sure. It'd be great if we could get some more carry weight. Dang it. All right. All right. And then while we're here, let's shut this thing down. Okay. We got to get back to our ship. I don't know how far our ship is. And I don't think we're going to be able to get oxygen back. Hold on. Alright, that didn't help. Alright. It's gonna be tight. Alright. So our oxygen is going to keep depleting. I just don't want to make it deplete faster. Can we do it? You see what we're doing right now? We're fighting time. We'll be fine once we get to our ship. But I don't want... Okay, so... Alright. We're suffocating right now. There we go. Alright. So... back here where we put all our crates. Which one? Let's see. I think we're gonna wait. Okay. And then, oh goodness. Okay. Where's our... There it is. All right. Refuel. Ship fuel found. Okay. Let's take a look. See what we got. Okay. There it is. Fuel at 62%. All right. I think right now, more than anything, I just want to get back across the system. I'm going to take that down right there. And then, so right now, oh shoot. Okay, wait. All right, powerful hostile signal. We know that. What is over here? Combat signatures. We're not looking to fight anybody right now. Urgent distress signal. God dang it. Here's the problem. This is an urgent distress signal. But guess what? Hostile faction stronghold. Emergency distress signal. Trade vessel made it. Okay, we can go over here because we were just there. And what we would have to hope for is that. Oh my god. Okay, the phalanx. Let's see. Crimson Fleet Jelly. I don't know that I've made a mistake yet. It's not what I would consider a mistake. God dang, why is your engine so jacked? Like, we can't get the engines down. There we go. Okay. First person. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Come on. Stay still. Man, we're taking the food, man, okay? It'll come in handy later. Eventually, when we get a crew, we gotta feed them. Can you... Alright, work with me. Work with me. Ooh, anybody? Nobody coming. Okay. Alright. Look at this. Okay, dude, you know what? Screw it. Let's kill everybody. Then we'll take the food. Kill everybody, then take the food. Can you get out of the way? Frickin' reload. I've never been on this kind of ship. I really hate this COG. What is this? How much is it worth? Nothing. Alright. What is this? Just floating. Alright. How you can bringing me back up here? Okay, screw it. All right, landing bay. All right. All right. A freaking heat leech? Seriously? Which isn't good, because that means I'm probably going to end up with some on my ship. All right. Hold on. How much is that worth? 7,200. We'll take that now, please. All right, here we go. Oh God. I'm assuming. All right. Is added to our collection. It is a C-class ship. I actually kind of like it. So we can't fly it. All right, we maxed out on health. All right. The beauty of this is this. And now we can go through and God dang it, we're going to be over encumbered, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. God dang it. Look at that. We need that. Hit the wrong one. Okay. Look at this. Okay. So. So what we need to do at this point is make our way over to the den. I'm just going to recycle some stuff that we're carrying right now. I don't need. All right. This one's better, but it's got chameleon on it, and I don't want to go through that issue again. Okay. And guess I didn't really have anything on me to break down. Shoot. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So might as well, since we're here. All right. And then I bet this is going to require so much more than it normally would. See how much? If I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to multiply it by 5, I think. Okay, so come down here, go back up. All right. Go back up. Helmet mods. Spacesuit mods. And then, see, what it's doing is multiplying everything by 5 as far as the requirement. So basically, it's trying to make everything cost more. See, even here, never used to cost this much. But that's what the mod is doing. So, I mean, there's some good things that it does, and then there's some terrible things that it does. Okay. All right. So where is the other ship? Did we blow it up? I don't think we blowed it up yet, did we? Ah. Well, I don't know if the phalanx was red when we got here. But you can see they're fine now, but there were probably the distress call. And as they work on their repairs, they'll be out of here at some point. So fortunately, okay, so where am I? What planet? I guess I'm by somebody's moon. Ah, there we are. Okay. Okay. So now, over there is combat signatures. We're still just not looking to do a lot of combat there. We will go over here and hope that if push comes to shove, we can jump out of the system before it gets too bad. Okay, so
We can't fight back. There goes the graphite. We can't escape. This is pathetic. Let's end this. Critical damage on the grav drive. You've already lost.
what ship is that one? Another Banshee. Oops. Oh shoot. There you are. You're not getting away.
Come on.
It sure would have been nice to get that fuel. All right. Time to get out of the system. Didn't I say it was time to get out of the system?
You're mine.
Oh, shoot. Wasn't paying attention. And, let's see, we get as far as we can away. Go! Fuck! That was my bad. That was me. That was all me on that one. We're not even screwing around in here. We're getting out as soon as we can. There was no point in that. That was just stupid. What are these? Does us no good right now.
Hey, contact Charlie 3. That's you. Charlie 3.
Yeah, I'm not even in the seat,
I got
bro.
some information for you. Please acknowledge. Been a while since I've seen anyone. Kinda hoping for a good conversation. Hello?
I'm trying to get as much of the heavy stuff out of there as I can. And then we can talk to Youngblood. Hold on. That's good enough. All right. He wants to tell us about the Altair system.
Nice to meet you. Bye, Charlie 3. Hi. Just
Hey,
doing my daily paying it forward. Avoid the Altair system. Like big time.
hey, thanks for the warning, man.
So, I'm doing my rounds, pick up supply drops, and I grab into the Altair system, and oh boy, spacers all over the damn place. Distress call, yammering nonstop. Something big's going down there, and all of us with no skin in the game, best we just give it a wide berth. Am I right?
Hey, I might be able to help him out.
Charlie 3, you are looking to pay it forward like big time.
They got to.
Oh, I mean, I won't tell you you're crazy, but
I am.
bye, Charlie 3. You've been like the best Charlie 3 I talked to all week.
God dang it. That annoys me. That it kept picking up. It would, like, I'm trying to switch to the other ones, and it wouldn't switch. Okay. I'm trying to find the planet. There it is. All right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we might actually. Mm-hmm. Huh, I thought we did, but we don't. Okay, where am I? Can I get to Prima? Yes.
Greetings, pilot. This is Jiro Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over and out.
We're just not willing yet. All right, nice. We definitely can use that. Okay. All right. Well, eventually, maybe. But right now, we need out. Well, I don't see. Okay, this isn't smart, but I think we have enough fuel that we can jump out if it's bad. Oh my god. Leave me alone. You guys are idiots.
Alright, no worries. Have a good one.
Uh huh. What a waste of my time. What's over here? Another waste. Alright. We can get to Narian. If we can get to Narian, we cannot get to Narian. You're telling me Volai is... Okay. Alright. I understand. So we would not have had enough fuel to jump out of the system if something was bad. All right, we're at 62%. Let's see where we can go. Can we get the Narian? We cannot. But we can get to Lantana. And maybe that'll get us over. Hold on. Where's Wolf? Wolf is right here. Can we get to Volai? We can, but we don't want to go to Volai. Why don't we want to go to Volai? Because they will try to scan us. And we will have to jump immediately. You're beginning to run low on fuel. We shouldn't be. But that crappy mod. And yeah, I'm gonna.
Transport to unknown vessel. Please acknowledge. This is a commercial passenger transport liner wanting to alert you about hostiles in the system.
Well, I appreciate the warning.
It's our company's policy. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
All right, you too. That was weird. God dang it. Let's check. Okay. So we got about 150 fuel. It's telling us if we set course to Volai, we're going to need 30 of it. See, this is the part that I hate.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we...
The part I hate is that it's like, do you have to put us right here at Neon? You know, where we're going to get scanned? You couldn't figure out a different place to put us?
Scan your ship.
All right, man. And of course, we got a bounty.
Hostility will not be tolerated.
We should be all full up. God dang it. I hate when it does that.
Engaging a UC ship? Not very smart. Abort!
Sorry, we couldn't stick around to try to help you. Last thing we needed was something about ready. Okay, so you put us out here. All right, nice.
This is UC Space. You are cleared to dock with the den.
Civilization. Finally. All right. Okay, so
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc.
That a big enough scoop for you?
you see
I
that?
really don't think that's appropriate talk coming from a Vanguard pilot.
Hey,
So he's got 42K. Mhm. Oh dang. See, I don't trust any of these things. I don't trust any of the numbers that I'm seeing here. Oh. See, look. Oh, dang.
what can I do for That's exactly your problem. You don't think. If you were
Hey.
a lousy reporter, you wouldn't be stuck all the way out here.
We're still way over encumbered.
Yes, maybe that's true, but if so,
Hello there.
just as stuck out here as I am.
Welcome to the Trade Authority. I'm Marcel, and if there's anything I can do for you, please do let me know. Our stock may not be as vast as New Atlantis or Sidonia, but I will do my best to see that you leave here satisfied. And seeing as the Trade Authority...
Oh my gosh, dude.
It is a
Seriously?
pleasure to meet
Yeah,
you.
whatever, man.
I
God.
hope we have what you need.
He's got ducats upon ducats. Okay. $85,000? Holy schmolies. All right, these we're not ready to sell just yet. Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, we're ready to sell, but we're not ready to sell. It's like, we got other things that weigh way more that, okay. So we need to let them go. Look at that. So we are kind of sitting here thinking, oh, we are rich. We are not. And we're about to learn the hard way that although we think we have a ton, we do not. All right. Anything else? Yeah, I got tons of stuff that I was looking to sell. We can sell that now. And then weapons. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All day, every day. And they're not going to like it if you're making them look bad.
Lieutenant Commander Marquez, I appreciate your concern, but I have an obligation
I can
to
help you with?
SSNN to report on what I see.
I'm sure they do know that, Holden. I'm just saying, maybe use a little more discretion in your reporting.
Need some work done?
Maybe a lot.
Like to purchase a vehicle.
Okay, no problem.
How much is it? All right. I can deal with that. Yes.
Now here,
All right.
I'll be sure to help you get the scoop, okay?
Okay. Top off the
Consider it
fuel
done.
tanks. Okay. And then like the
Okay,
view,
no
modify
problem.
my ship. Now you would think the amount that I just spent, it must have been way down in fuel. No, fuel is probably really expensive here. All right. Um. Okay, so for this update, we should update the engines and the grav drive. Problem is, let's go look at the reactors. Do you see a problem? You seeing the same problem I'm seeing? 123,000. Oh wait, here's one. It's nice, but it's 200,000. 100,000. 117,000. So they're all A, and they're great. But look at the amount that we're talking about. And right now, I mean, if we look at the current reactor we have, it's a 24. They'll give us 18,000 as a credit, right? So if we want to replace it, right, it's still going to cost us 90 something. All right. I'm going to bring this one out. Bring this one out. And then go to structural. Was that 20,000 for each one of those? It sure was. How much was the other thing? God. 20,000. You see what we're talking about here, what we're dealing with. All right, so engines. I don't know that I can even afford a decent grav drive. 100,000 for a decent grav drive. Okay, and then engines. Okay. There we go. Wait. Okay. And right now, the max crew we can have. All right, wait, what do we got here? This is living quarters and just a storeroom. No. We are not messing with that. There's a reason why we're not messing with it. Okay. 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 Thanks, bro. All right, now let's go find the other guy. Hey, man. I need your help.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you. Anything I can help you with?
Yes, please.
Sure, have at it.
All right. So we're not gonna be able to do much right off the bat, but at least we can do this. Grab this guy, and then we're gonna bring him right up there, and then right there. And you can see how much it's costing just for that. And then we're gonna come on over here, and boom, and then boom. All right. And you see, we only got now, I mean, we're down to like 30 grand, and that's all we got left. So, I mean, we walked in here and made over $500,000. Now we're down to just 30 grand. And if we were to say, hey, go to the Habs real quick here and say, we want, Hope Tech Hab on top, and then say 140,000 for that Hab. There's no way we don't even have the cash for that, right? So this is where we're at. All right. Accept. So what this economy mod is successfully done is that it's priced things so high that, I mean, we have improved our ship, but it took everything we had to just make improvements. And we haven't like significantly improved it, right? We just added some more cargo. All right. And then look at this. It's 3 grand and we only added 120 units
Consider it done.
of fuel. So, and then hopefully, where is it? Self-service bounty. Luckily, it's only 1,500 credits. So we're still walking out with some cash in our pockets, right? I don't know that did we hold on to anything that can be recycled? I don't think we did. And then I think we spent, okay. Actually,
Private.
let's do this. Now, one thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did happen. I'd be a little annoyed with myself for forgetting about that and letting it happen. But if all the stuff that we threw on the ground is gone, more than likely that happened because we started modifying the ship. And that stuff will disappear. Okay.
Sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
Okay, so we go back onto our ship. Thank goodness. All right, maybe we should pick up a lot of this stuff. Now, here's the thing. Remember when I grabbed it and said no and changed my mind not to change it because of what I was going to do? Well, it turns out we couldn't do it anyway. But what I was looking at was, I was like, hey, let me add in a another hab, you know, and I looked at it and I go, oh wait, no, because this spot right here is where we had all our stuff stored, or you know, just laying about. And had I took it out and replaced it or swapped it out with something, everything that was in there would have been gone. All right, so you can see our cargo now is almost 3K. So we can store quite a bit now. Instead of just having it just lay all on the deck there in the back of the ship. Okay, let's see. Okay. And then while we're here, see if anything's changed. Cannot make anything. We were just on a planet with a bunch of beryllium and aluminum too. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. Oh, we got the canister now. I thought we had the. Didn't we have the before? Why did we do that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Since we can't build anything. um. Mm-hmm. We got something weighing us down, but I gotta be honest with you, these numbers 24, 31, 35, 46, 50, 53, 66, 70. Yep, I guess it is. Yeah. All right. So Where's that at? Right there. Do a quick claims assessment. We'll call it a day. Okay. Recover black box at shipwreck. Have. All right, there's something over there. See them? All right. So we're gonna make this easy. When we landed, we saw, some folks over here. You see that? You gotta love the vehicle. All right, hold on. All right, we gotta get around here. Let's check. All right, got some money. Got some money, y'all. Some moolah, y'all. All right, got the money. Got the money. All right, here we go. Mm-hmm. Nice. Shoot him, then honk the horn at him, huh? Well, he's just... Oh, look. What are they doing, man? Our ship is right there. You think they would be hostile? Crimson Fleet robot. Now, the beauty of the vehicle is that it auto loots, right? Auto loots flora, fauna, and resources. Sadly, it will not auto loot bodies. Or robots. But you can see, wait, hold on. All right, so you can see as we drive past all the resources, it grabs them. And the gun is OP. Here's some people to shoot at. Whoa. All right, let's go do our mission and I'm having too much fun. Too much fun easily killing the bad guys. Oh, shoot. Leave no witnesses. Frick, man. Oh, shoot. I feel so bad. But now I gotta kill them all. I don't think I can afford the bounty. You ain't neutralizing crap. All right, let's go. God dang it. Let's get out of here. That was so unfortunate. We have to figure out how to get out of this. What's all over it? Look at this. Hey, does this help make up for anything? Hey, does killing some pirates and stuff help? Was that Varun? And ecliptic. Come on, man. That's got to count for something. We got all kinds of things going on here. Here's the question. Can I stop myself long enough, right, from looting, or am I going to go down here and loot them all? I think we have our answer already. We cannot go back to the den. Not until our bounty is paid off. Whoa. Holy cow. Wrong place. All right. Oh, wow. This might actually... Oh shoot. Where's my vehicle? Where's my vehicle? All right, we may need to go back to the ship, actually. Okay. We'll head back out there, go to the site real quick, and then call it. Because Avi, we're having way too much fun killing things. Uh-oh. Oh, those. Thank goodness we have the vehicle. Okay. Let's just make sure there's no more around. Yep, there's one. Okay. Where are we delivering the box? To New Atlantis Galbay. Oh. Of course we are. Of course we're delivering it there. All right. So, with all that done, here we are. We are back in the regular part of the settled systems, in the most civilized parts, right? Even though, yeah, we just opened a can of whoop butt on a bunch of UC Marines. That was unfortunate. That was not intentional. I got carried away. And then once you start shooting them, if you don't keep on, they'll shoot you. So we got to figure out what our bounty is on ourselves. And I don't know. It's annoying that we don't have the ability. We need this. I need beryllium, big time. And then we don't have the ability to make that, or not to make it, but to even break anything down. So what we have to do is we got to go find a planet that's going to have something on there that we can use. And I'm thinking Voli, because right now our status is crime. Here we go. We got our largest bounty is 60K. And I think that's what we owe right now. And we got 30 of it. Yeah. But I will say this. I think we got quite a bit of it in our hold right now. So we just have to figure out what we're going to, where we're going and what we're going to do with it. But yeah, it's it's unfortunate that happened. And yeah, we need to get that taken care of. Know what I mean? And yeah, I'm still just kind of bummed that happened. But nothing we can do about it at this point. Nothing we can do. I forgot that yeah. Okay. So that is us. All right, guys. Which one do I like better? Real quick, since we're here, which do I prefer and like better? It's a tough one, right? Because potentially, And look at the level we're at. We're level 47 already. Just like that, right off the bat. Yeah. 3.5 hours of gameplay. Boom. Level 47. I'm still leaning this one, right? I mean, right now, right? It is what it is. It's the other one, like I said, potentially just the coolest part about the random access memories was trying to figure out how to, and then actually running around building ourselves up before we could go in and take them out, right? And then we just happened lucked up on some on that sniper rifle that just totally changed the game for us. So yeah, that was cool. But then finding out that we're way out there and on the fringe of space and with no way to get back, you know, is annoying in a sense. But again, we had no control over it. It was random. It just shot us wherever and put us out wherever. And that's the whole point of it, right? It's random. And you just go where you're at. And then, now personally, I'm not a huge fan that once you find the key and the artifact and then everyone dies. Um, it's like I was taking them out. Just let me finish taking them out. I mean, I don't think there was that many left anyway. Here you have way more control over it, and we could have started out at level 60 if I wanted to. Um, I think I could have picked a different ship also. I just didn't get to there. I didn't see it, and I wasn't paying it. I guess I just didn't pay attention to it, and but I'm not mad at the ship that we did get. It was still better than the Frontier. In our notes section, there it is. Argo's earning miss. Argo's extractors reported a dip in earnings due to a continued labor crunch. They are actively recruiting and have a special need at the Vector operation in the Narian system. Boom. So, what did doing that do for us? Now, under activities, find work with Argo's extractors at the Vector mine. So, if we decide that we want to go do that, boom, right? And that'll start up the main quest. Well, we're not doing anything right now. We have a bounty on our heads. And it's a UC bounty. So we're not going anywhere that we need to go, that we want to go. So, except for Voli. And then we're going to try that, but we're going to have to save and and hope that when we get there, that's what's going to happen. That that it truly is Freestar and we don't have to worry about any UC bounty there. I'm just hoping we don't have any Freestar bounties on us once we get there. The other thing is, I don't know that we don't have any contraband, do we? We don't have any on us and none on the ship. So, again, we're going to have to be aware of that. So, again, I'm leaning more towards this one. I think in the same amount of time, we've advanced much higher. I think the challenges were about the same, right? We started out going to that Aaron's camp, and that one kind of gets me a little bit more because we started that with no weapons. We had to beat somebody down, to death with our hands. I'm like, are you serious? And somehow we managed that, and we took their stuff. And then next thing you know, we had to take a couple people out with an axe. And then we finally got ourselves a weapon. And then that weapon was, I think, OP, right? Because it was just, all we had to do was just hit a couple of times and they were just going down. And as a matter of fact, that's probably on me because at this point, we should be here based on our level. So yeah, we should be, that's where we should be. And then, so yeah, I kind of should have turned that up a while ago, a little bit ago, probably an hour or so ago. Should have turned that up. As soon as I hit level 20 or something, I should have went to normal. And it only just occurred to me, oh yeah, that's right. But again, this is, to me, the roll your own start is still, for me, is the winner, is the best mod. So it just has way more potential, and it just gives you so much more. Now, LSD's something, oh gosh, new game customizer. I mean, it's cool and all, but and it's kind of giving you the exact same thing as the ship owner start here or the random start here, but that pedestrian start, to me, I think tilts everything in the favor of roll your own start. So guys, it's late. It's time for me to get my sorry little butt to bed. So until next time, man, remember, like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Okay, guys, later.